Yeah, I think we are live now. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome everybody to the MultiTap Gaming podcast. We are the MultiTap Gaming team here for episode 25. As you can see in the title, we're going to be doing a pretty much predominantly Xbox Series X review, and we are actually PlayStation fans, so we haven't actually owned an Xbox this last generation, an Xbox One. Top left is Am's biggest PlayStation fan here, to be honest. Top right,
questionable.
Top right, we've got Andan.
Yo.
And bottom right, we have CJ. And I am Chucks. All pretty much PlayStation fans. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into that. So let's just talk about when we all received our Xbox Series X's and how we felt about it. I'm gonna let Ams go first.
So mine did not come on release day, but I only ordered it the weekend before. So I guess someone cancelled their all access and they sent me a unique token to order mine. It's actually, even though I was angry, and I'm still a bit angry, it was a blessing because I ended up having to do work from home till about 10, 11. So it's good that I didn't have a distraction there. And then I ended up having a short day on site the next day. I could come home and play it. So it worked out in the end. But stuff seems to always work out for me. So
You keep telling yourself, like, I know you was there. Just like,
I'm still angry that they didn't come on the day because they told me release day. But it worked out for me better because I wouldn't have finished that work if I had this big distraction in my way. And I ended up finishing it.
Okay, that's fair. And I think me and Andan pretty much had the same scenario. And just to get it out of the way, because you may be thinking, why am I ignoring CJ? CJ, do you want to let them know your situation?
well, I'm actually the only true PlayStation fan. You man are traitors. You all went to the dark side. I can see. I'm just told now, I always gonna get my PlayStation first, and then, later down the line, I'll grab an Xbox if I feel like it. But
that's crazy, man.
My true love lies with PlayStation. When the first day it was coming out through Tony, because there's a commitment. We have a commitment to each other,
PlayStation fan didn't order his PlayStation.
I don't have to. Wait. We have a team of people that do this stuff for us.
You see on the day I got my Xbox. Did I tell you about when the delivery guy came? He came with 2 Xboxes.
What?
Yeah.
I'll give you both.
Listen, he came to my door, yeah. I opened the door and then there were 2 boxes on the floor, innit? So he was like, oh yeah, delivery for you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, is it the new Xbox? I was like, yeah, it should be in it. So one's got my address and my name on it, yeah. The other's got someone else's address and someone's name on it. And he's like, well, both of them are set to come here. So I was like, what do you mean that both of them are meant to come here?
Take them both.
Why are you even speaking at this stage?
The guy that he was meant to go to, yeah, was literally opposite my road, yeah. But for some reason, DHLs had put both Xboxes to come to my address in it. So he was like, oh, did you order someone else's name and so blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I didn't, blah, blah, blah.
Dude,
so
oh my God.
He left the Xboxes on the floor, yeah, and he said, all right, okay, I need to call my manager, blah, blah, blah. He was on the phone to the manager for like 10 minutes saying that, this guy's saying it's not for him, but I can't deliver it here because on his PDA, it says blah, 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 and all of that kind of stuff. So I was like, you can give it to me. I'll go and give it to the guy. I was like, I can't do that either. I was like, so what do you want? I swear for like 10 minutes, he was there, like trying to sort it out. Eventually, he was like, you know what? Yeah. I swear to you.
That was me. I've got a tenant. Living with you.
If I was a bad guy, yeah, and it wasn't for the fact that there's so few Xboxes about, yeah, I swear to you, that Xbox was coming home with me. That's it. And when that guy comes knocking at my door, I say, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not knocking at your door. He's coming in to kill you in the middle of the night.
I say, bro, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Like, I only got 1 Xbox. I'll show you my receipt, all of that kind of stuff in it. Like, you need to speak to DHL in it. So
you'll wake up tired. That's all I know.
If it was something else, yeah, I guarantee you that whatever it was who stayed in my house, but I was like Xbox, PS5, I can't do that to my neighbor, man, because
You're
that
a
one.
better man than me, I'll tell you that now. Because I'm here to tell you, we don't care. That box was going straight to my house. I might even send mine back.
Wed.
Pretty much, my story is not as funny as that, but pretty much the only thing that kind of happened to me was I was kind of anxious as well, just being like, okay, yeah, when is this thing coming? I was just every now and again, I'll just look at my phone and be like, oh yeah, because you can see when Amazon are going to deliver it to you, right? And how many stops there are away. So then I'm looking, I'm like, 4 stops. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Let me get back to work. Boom, getting back to work, and then like I think 20 minutes later, I looked again. It was like 1 stop away. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me just see what this guy's doing now. Yeah. So I'm just watching the guy through the app, and he's just going left, right, center. I'm like, oh my gosh, so many things are going through my head. I'm like, is this guy trying to steal my Xbox Series X? Has he realized that that's what it is? What's going on? And then eventually he just popped out my house, popped outside my house. I was like, okay, yeah, I can hear the man now.
Tony was ready to go on the road to meet this guy. You would have blocked him off in his van.
Oh mate, no, but yeah, that's pretty much our experience of getting our Xbox Series X's. The unboxing experience is pretty good as well, but we're not gonna get into that too much because you've seen a lot of unboxings, and on top of that, we have our unboxing as well. It's the last video before this stream, so it's quite a good video. And the senior actually unboxed it, so make sure to check that out. Leave a little like for that. It's a funny little tidbit in that as well. So if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah. But yeah, we're gonna get straight into our impressions of actually using the box. So guys, what are your thoughts so far? Let's start off with positives for now, and then we'll move into the negatives later on in the podcast. So how are you feeling about it now, guys?
It's great. I've really just been enjoying it.
Oh mate.
Oh no, cool. I'll let you guys go first.
But yeah, and Dan, I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah. You know what? I've enjoyed it, to be honest. Like the last Xbox I had was the 360, and I love that console on it. I only got a PS4 because most of my mates had a PS4 in it. But this console's been good, man. I think, especially with Game Pass, because one of my, I was a bit apprehensive because there wasn't really a lot of new games coming out, and Xbox's only new exclusive title was Tetris, and I was like, nah, come on, bro, like you need to do better than that, innit? So
yeah,
luckily got Game Pass first day or whatever. So I've been playing Forza. I just finished Ori and the Blind Forest. So I'm now doing Will of the Wisps, Hellblade. I tried to get onto Doom Eternal, but for some reason the Bethesda thing's not working for some reason. I don't know what, so I can't even play it. But yeah, no, I'm loving it, to be honest, man. All the new features, like quick resume, that's one of the best things I've seen in it. It blows my mind to this day. Like I could be playing Forza, and then I'll get to a point I'm like, I can't be bothered them. Let me go and play Ori or whatever. Click on Ori, 10 seconds, and then you go straight into where you left. Like no start new game, load game. Like you just go straight to where you haven't even got time to look at your phone. I swear to you, sometimes here, like you're starting a new game, so I'll pick up my phone. Yeah, bro, the game started already. I was like,
literally,
it's mad. Yeah, but I've been enjoying it, to be fair, man. Yeah, it looks very good so far.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. Actually, I'll go second. I am in the same situation as Andan as well. I pretty much didn't own an Xbox One. I don't feel like anyone in this country owned an Xbox One, to be honest with you. I haven't seen one in person this whole generation. But yeah, I just thought, okay, they've got Bethesda. I'm definitely gonna want to play games there in the future anyway, so I might as well get one now. Enjoy it over the years as well. I off topic, I don't know how people do that, like get consoles late into the generation and then just play all the exclusive. I'm just like, nah, ain't nobody got time for that. But anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. The quick resume that you're talking about is a game changer, no pun intended. Literally is very good. It's very quiet as well. I'm very surprised how quiet it is. I actually have to get very, very close to the console to even hear it. That coming from a base PS4, that's a freaking godsend, man. Oh, mate. I could be wearing headphones with a PS4 and I can still hear it. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of variation in the games that I'm playing. I'm playing like so many games right now, more games than I would play on my PS4. Just because the quick resume and Game Pass in itself. So yeah, that's just how I feel about that so far. Very happy with my purchase. The performance as well is very, very good, even compared to like my PC. It's not as like sharp because I'm not getting like ultra and everything like I would on my PC, but the performance is still there, and it just takes away all the inconveniences of PC. Like some things just don't work on my PC, and it's just long troubleshooting it stuff. No problems with this so far, but yeah, that's just my opinion. What were you gonna ask me?
I was gonna say, before you go into AMS, like I've noticed you both have said, you know, you're playing a variety of games, you're switching between so many and I mean, I know you're obviously happy with your purchase of the Xbox, but when you're looking at what you're playing, do you not notice that you're just playing a variety of games because there's nothing really to play? These are all old games, there's no exclusives. So how happy are you really with getting this purchase day one?
But the thing is, I get what you're saying, but a lot of the games that I'm playing now are games that I wanted to play last generation, but I didn't have an Xbox. And for me, I didn't think it was worth paying £400 or whatever it was for an Xbox One and playing 5 games kind of thing. So now that you have the additional Game Pass, for me, it makes so much sense kind of thing in it. I know like their launch lineup was rubbish or whatever, but yeah, like Forza Horizon 4, that's like a game that I've always wanted to play kind of thing in it. Ori, I was playing it on my PC, and then now moving on to the Xbox is even better kind of thing. So for me, I'm alright with it, to be honest, because for me, they're new games. If it was like I've gone back to now play FIFA 19 because that's the newest thing that you're taking. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
Is that safe for you, Tony?
Not quite, because I have a PC, so I've played a lot of
these games. This is what I'm saying.
They heard. But at the same time, there are games on Game Pass that I don't have on PC that I wanted to play, like Mass Effect. Bro, I keep saying this game, yeah. This is my favorite game of like the 360 generation. I literally bought a Xbox 360 for that game.
What?
I played
that game is so ancient as well, man.
Bro, it's the best trilogy of all time, in my opinion.
Oh my god!
Yeah, which one are you playing?
Mass Effect.
Andromeda.
No, not that one.
It's just
1, 2, and 3, bro. I promise you,
best trilogy of all time.
He has to make some big statement.
This week I've been playing Andromeda, and I'm like, this game is it's not the way you're describing this game. I'm like,
this is not the way.
You bought a whole console for that game. I'm like,
1, 2, and 3. Trust me, play those. Actually, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even tell you to play those now. Wait for the remaster to come out, then you're gonna really see what that game is about. They're gonna perfect that, I can tell. But yeah, there's just a lot of games that are on there that aren't on PC as well, and it's just because I've actually got an Nvidia card in here, but I've got a TV/monitor with FreeSync. The performance on the Series X is a lot better because it has FreeSync in it as well. So I'm just enjoying it. The experience a lot more. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot quicker. So yeah, I'm very happy with my purchase, and in the future, I think I'm gonna be even happier. So, so what about you?
Yeah, it's been good. Same with Creed Resume. I've been enjoying that. Like, I haven't been switching between games massively, but it's good to start up the console and have the game go back to where I was just from pressing it. EA Play being added to Game Pass is a great addition. It's not really Xbox, but I played A Way Out this week with my brother. We played about 4 hours, 5 hours, and it's one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. Not because of I think couch co-op has been dying for a few years now, and this is the type of game where you can sit there with each other, You got to do different activities. You can bust jokes, and it's one of the best experiences I've ever had in gaming. And it's probably mostly nostalgia of doing the couch co-op stuff. But yeah, I love that. In terms of the Game Pass itself, there's a lot of games. Even though I might not play it all the way through those games, I'll get a few hours out of them. So Madden, I don't want to give money to the NFL, but it's free on there. So I downloaded that and played the quarterback mode just for like 3 hours. And then I deleted it. Fight Night Champion, I played up to the final boss, and that final boss is stupid. So I turned it off. I tried to beat it 5 times and I thought, is this a joke? And I turned it off.
It's not even worth it.
And then obviously I got Assassin's Creed because I wasn't going to get on my PlayStation. I thought I need something that's been built on this console. So I've been playing that a bit, and I've started off a bit shaky, but I'm starting to enjoy it more now.
Mm-hmm.
More than Ghost of Tsushima, yeah?
No, I didn't want to say that.
Don't worry, you will.
What is Assassin's Creed saying so far, though? Anyway, like, how many hours have you done, and what will
So
you rate?
far, I've done 15 hours.
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very
What?
impressed.
The game came out Thursday.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What?
No, I got it
Very
on.
impressed.
I got it on launch day. Well, my launch day, which was Wednesday. So I've been playing it since Wednesday.
Oh, a day before.
Have you played it today?
Yeah, I played it today in the morning.
I think you've done more than 15
Come on,
hours.
he's
That's
enjoying the game,
Oh
man.
my
It's a good
gosh.
game. He's enjoying the game.
It's just because he said he said I played a little bit of it. You know, he said I'm starting to get into it now.
to be fair,
I'm thinking you're going to
Hours of a
say 3
game.
hours.
To be honest with you, the funny thing is,
It's like a 60-hour game. So
the funny thing is, I was the one that was saying, "Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed. I ain't played no 15 hours in that game yet." But I'll tell you something. But yeah,
there's nothing else to play. I tried to.
Yeah,
I got 2K21 on PS5, and they gave me the PS4 code. I downloaded it, played it for 20 minutes, and said, "This is trash," and turned it off.
Oh, wow.
So there's nothing else to play.
So wait,
Game
is it
Pass
trash? Is it trash because it's not on the PS5, or is it trash because it's worse than?
They've changed some things that I don't like in like the player builder, and I'm like, this is nonsense. I don't want to play this.
So it's not the same on PS5. So you're not going to play it on PS5 as well?
No, PS5, they have a new character creator, and I haven't played the story. So I think everyone's saying the character creator is 10 times better. That's the main thing I didn't like.
oh,
okay.
that means that it's a
Really
new
good.
game, guys, because it's got a new.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay.
You're not
the
getting
same
that
thing.
joke. You're not getting that joke. But anyway, that's a little inside
But
joke for
it's been
Demon's Souls. But anyway, our viewers won't get that. But yeah, let's move on to the negatives that we have with the consoles. And I actually feel like this is kind of going to be a little long. I don't know about you guys, but I have some gripes. I have some gripes, but the gripes that I have, I think, come from the fact that I've been experiencing PlayStation for about 7 years now, non-stop, without any other console experience. So, yeah, I'm gonna start with what are your feelings on your gripes with the console so far, if you have any?
I can't stand the UI. For me, it's all over the place. I can't get used to it.
It's not top 3. Have you got like top 3 things that you think, yeah, that's it? So UI, batteries, because I want to see if you're all matching.
Batteries. And I haven't really got into it. There's some more good things, but I think I need to play it more to get more bad things, because I've only been playing one game for a long time. I haven't really explored the console much, but the UI and the batteries are annoying.
Tony, give me your top 2, and then we'll break into why the UI and that's annoying.
My top 2 is the UI, definitely. The UI is number 1. No, actually, not right now. Actually, the UI I'm kind of gradually getting used to. As I said, I think it was just down to the fact that I've been playing on PS4, and when I actually deep it, I'm like, why doesn't this work?
Just give us your list.
Okay,
give us your list. We'll break it down.
Okay, so UI and like headset usage.
Okay.
Headset.
Oh,
Those are my two.
Then I add that to my third one.
Yeah.
I plugged my headset into my controller and the volume was still coming out of my TV. I wanted to punch this
I
console.
swear that is
Nonsense.
nonsense. I promise you that is nonsense to me. And I googled it, and I actually sorry, Andan, what are your two?
For me, the batteries is definitely one. I just don't get why I used to have to use batteries nowadays, and I don't know. That's really my only gripe, to be honest. I don't really mind the UI, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really mind the UI. I get that obviously, like, it keeps on changing in the sense that the thing on the top left will be what you press last or whatever. But I think it's quite foolproof, to be honest, because like on the PS4. Stuff like changes settings on the PS4, that one pisses me off. Because you go into the settings, there's about 15 options on settings. You're just trying to look for something like change the resolution or something like that. But you have to go into just so many different things just to change something as simple as that. But like this one, video options, 4K, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think it's just, there's a lot more options, but it's quite foolproof, to be honest. Like, it's easy to find what you need to find kind of thing. So, yeah,
for
that's
me,
how I
it's
find
beyond.
it. Yeah.
I think the first three options are fine. It's once you get below that, it's just clutter to me. I think I might have to delete it, but I don't like how much is going on.
The reason I wanted you to list it, is just because I was thinking to myself, if you start to break it down, you might start to think, actually, I'll add it to my list. So I was surprised that Andan only had one, even though you lot said those two.
No, I don't really mind the UI. Yeah, it's the that pisses me off. Yeah, that one annoys me. Yeah.
So Tony, break down your UI. What's your problem?
The problem with UI, and as I said, it's kind of, when I went back to PlayStation, I realized, this is actually kind of similar when I actually think about it. Like, it's the same amount of button presses and stuff like that, but it comes down to, like, when I press the home button, I don't immediately arrive anywhere to now go somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have to press the home button, then go into something to go into something, and it's just like, when I press the Xbox button, I don't go home. Like, the first option is home. Why doesn't it just take me home straight away, and then we can decide what we do after that? Like, it's just
I don't think it needs to. I think it could bring up the home, maybe overlay it over the game. Yeah, but they haven't done that, so
maybe that would be a great idea. But
that would be better for you. More shortcuts.
Yeah, pretty much. But like when the use of triggers are like, it's like, okay, if you press the right trigger, you go to the bottom row already. But then also at the same time, I hate the D-pad. I'm starting to hate the D-pad. It's too clicky, and that's why I kind of hate the UI as well, because it means more D-pad presses. And I don't like it. It's too loud. But yeah, that's I
was gonna say the D-pad as well. My only issue, like, I like the feel of the D-pad and stuff here, but it just makes too much noise.
Yeah,
that's my issue. Like, if you're wearing headphones, I can hear it when I'm wearing the headphones. Like, it's so mad, kind of thing. But I think it feels really good though. Yeah, I want to put it out there, you lot, for anyone that doesn't know, Andan is an aggressive gamer. So when he's playing FIFA and stuff like that, you can hear him clicking the buttons anyway. What kind of lies are these?
So I don't know if it's the controller or if it's your hands or what. I don't know.
You are the most likely to throw your controller at the wall, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So is it just the D-pad, or is it the analogs as well and the buttons?
The analogs are actually
the analogs are fine.
Perfect. They're perfect for me. That's the best part of the controller matters.
I just need to wait and see whether it would actually last, because like, after about a year, wear and tear and stuff like that kind of thing. But for now, I think it's fine, to be honest.
The size of the control sticks are just perfect. I got small hands, I always say this, so the control sticks is perfect. I can really get in the middle of them and just direct it, and I feel like the dead zones, which is like the parts where I can move small parts of the stick and it will still recognize it, is perfect as well. Much better than the PS4s. I don't know about the PS5 yet. We have to wait, unfortunately, even though the Americans get it. But whatever, let's not get into that. That part's perfect. So yeah, the controller, just the D-pad I have a problem with right now. Triggers and bumpers, perfect as well. And the reason I didn't put batteries in my 3 is because I kind of have rechargeable batteries, and I had it before I even got the Xbox anyway. So it was like, yeah, I'm gonna use them even more now, to be honest, because they were just kind of in my wardrobe, and I wasn't really using them.
What's the retail of Xbox controller? What's the retail price?
£54.
50.
So I could argue there that you're paying, because I'm pretty sure what the PlayStation is 70.
No,
I think it's the
PS
same.
is 60. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
60.
PS is 60. Yeah.
Like, 'cause I was going to argue, like, buying the actual charger pack is not that big a deal.
That's a £20 pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, on a 55 or 75.
£75 pack.
Yeah. I'd argue it should come with the console, but at least you've got the option, and I don't think it's that much more when you're already paying that price anyway.
it still should have come with it, but
I don't think.
Yeah,
I feel like it's Liberty's to sell it for that much.
yeah.
The pad costs too much.
What was my second gripe as well? The UI and the I can't remember my
The
second
record
one.
time is one.
Oh, the record
It's
time.
like
Oh yeah,
it's like 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Sorry.
if you actually put a USB
Creed.
in it, you can actually record to 4K for 1 hour. So I don't have a problem with that. I've just stuck a USB in there, and I can do that now. So I would recommend you do that. So
Too many extras, man. It's a good console. You should just do that to my hard drive.
yeah. My second gripe, I just remembered what it was. The audio through the console itself.
That's it.
Firstly, I'm just realizing it must be so difficult to do this, because I don't understand why PlayStation are able to do it, but Xbox, who are a software company, can't do this. I plug my earphones in, it comes through my TV still. Secondly, I can't use like a USB headset, like a wireless headset either, which is nonsense, because PlayStation can do it and PC can do it. Xbox, nope, just doesn't do it. And on top of that, I don't think my volume rocker works on my headset as well. When I've plugged in headsets through the controller itself, sometimes I just get a crackling sound through the right side of my ear as well. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Xbox and their audio through their mic. Go on.
Did you get a headset with the console? Did anyone get a headset with the console?
No.
Is there a specific headset for the console?
No, there's no
Don't think
specific.
so.
You can just plug
I
anything.
was just surprised by that. Like,
To be honest with you, the thing is, like, I've realized once you plug in a headset, though, you get much better audio than like any console that I've heard before. I don't know, like my cheap £10 headphones actually sound better than I've ever heard anything coming out of that. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that when you actually plug something in, but they've just got it sorted out, and I don't think they're gonna do it where I can use like a wireless headset anyway. But yeah, go on. What were you gonna say though?
No, I was just curious overall. I was just surprised for a console of that capacity to not have its own branding of headphones, unless they're just waiting to bring it out as an accessory once everyone realised they bought a load of headphones that just won't work properly with it. I don't know.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Do we have any other little gripes with the console itself, guys?
Just my last one is when you press the Xbox button to turn it on. On the PlayStation, it's instant. When you press the PS button, it comes on straight away. With this one, you have to hold it for a little while. It's just so long, man. It's another 2 seconds here. I know it's bare childish, but
I've been caught out.
I just,
I've touched the button before and sat there. I was thinking, why ain't this turning on?
So many times. I'm thinking the controller's dead. Oh my, that. But one thing that I have to commend it on, the instant on. Oh my gosh, you literally just push that button. Well, like obviously once the thing's been turned on, bro, you turn on the TV, bro, you're already in the home menu.
Yeah,
already in. It's so mad. It's so quick.
Have to turn them. Well, no,
So
that's what I do.
Say that again, Ams. What did you say?
I was gonna say I don't need to turn on my TV, but I feel like I do.
Yeah, no, I don't. It just comes on straight away. I think my TV
I
comes on
my settings
quicker than it usually does, to be honest, because of this Xbox Series X. It's weird. It's actually mad. But yeah, that's pretty much our opinions on the Xbox Series X from PlayStation fans. We're getting our PS5s next week. What we're actually going to do is we're going to wait about a few days. We kind of know what PS5 is going to offer us anyway. So we'll basically get into a review of our PS5s and a comparison. To be honest with you, I'm going to let you know now. We're probably going to favor the PlayStation PS5. We're probably going to favor it more. But that's still going to be interesting to see what we thought about that in general.
I don't think we're going to favor it for the console because from what they've done with the testing, it's neck and neck with games, third party. I think it's going to be the launch lineup and the controller that makes us favor it.
Yeah.
And then obviously knowing the PlayStation UI, like we've been there with it.
But yeah, just gotta wait and see.
Yeah. So before we actually get into our personal ones, what are your thoughts on everybody's reviews of the PS5s in America as they've got their hands on it? I'm sure you guys have been seeing what people been doing with their consoles and stuff.
Mate, it's pissing me off. Why did they have it a week before us? I don't even understand.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make any sense.
It's painful.
If Sony was an American company, I'll understand. They're not even American. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
American division making decisions.
Are they getting it are Japan getting it at the same time, or is it America first?
I feel like this is the first time Japan's got it early because usually they get it after everyone.
Jesse Lingard got his today. So I don't know how that makes any of you feel.
Nate Sago got hers like 2 weeks ago.
I'm serious.
Yeah, I think some UK people got theirs early.
Yeah.
Like before the Americans got theirs on launch day.
Nuts.
It's painful. Do we not buy enough or? Wow.
It's actually.
I'm struggling to watch them. I ain't gonna lie to you because it's just too painful. I just feel like I don't know, they're gonna spoil some stuff for me that even though I know everything about the console anyway, but it's more jealousy than anything. I'm not. I'll put your video on just to give you a view, but I'm not happy with this.
I'm not giving them no views. I don't want to hear it, mate.
Why not?
I'll give you views after Thursday.
Yeah. We will. It's getting on my nerves that they get before us. But what I was gonna ask you guys, the man clips of it as well. They've pretty much said that it's kind of like Spider-Man, the original, not really that next gen, to be honest. So I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, when do you think we're gonna see the first next gen game, truly next gen game? Because there's been like Ratchet and Clank, and they've come out and said that that's exclusively on the PS5. It's not going to come out on the PS4 or any PS4. Do you think that's going to be the first true exclusive?
Yeah, most likely. I think probably come like February, we'll probably start seeing the first exclusives, but the 3.5 10 out of 10 game, I think will be end of next year, something like that. Unless Ratchet and Clank is that kind of level. But we'll start seeing a lot of PS. I don't know about that game still, in it. But
do it. With the graphics and the ray tracing and all of that. When that's the closest we've got to next gen to see this month. Maybe Immortal.
If anything, it's probably going to be. But let's not get into that.
It's just the only thing you wanted to speak about.
That's why you asked the question.
I've even forgotten about that game.
Because both PlayStation and Xbox have pretty much exclusives are coming onto the PS4 as well. Like Horizon 2. I'm just going to name it because I've forgotten the subtitle. What else is there? There's going to be the Spider-Man itself. There's Sackboy. All these games are coming out on the PS4 as well. We all know that Xbox are pretty much going to bring their games to the Xbox One X as well as the Series. So yeah, I just maybe it could be God of War. That's the first true next gen game that we could
realized.
Huh?
The first true next gen game is Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, that's slightly true.
It's the first true next gen.
Yeah.
So course, that break down in 4K, mate.
It implements all the features of the pad as well. So it's the first real look at next gen we've got.
Do you want to give your impressions on the pad stuff that you've seen, as well, before we close out the podcast? Because I know that you're
then-
really interested in this. I think as a gimmick, had our debates on this personally, but what are your thoughts?
From what I've seen it and heard, like if it has support, it will be game changing. One of the people I watched, I think I sent the video to the group. He said what I was predicting when it was if it does, it will do well because they're not changing the way we game; they're just enhancing it. And I think that's what it will be. He was saying that he's gonna, after playing Call of Duty, he's going to buy all these first-person shooters on PS5.
Oh wow.
Third-party ones. So I think it will make a big difference to games like that, where you're feeling something different and it adds to the experience, but it's not absolutely changing everything of the way you play.
I saw
Sony, we're getting Call of Duty.
Listen,
Let's go.
The thing is, I heard people talking about what Am's just said, pretty much that it changes the experience of the game, especially for like first-person shooters. But then when I think about it, I really think, okay, that's cool when we're playing a first-person shooter in the story mode. In multiplayer, when we really need like reaction times, oh my gosh, there's a person on my right. Am I really gonna want to have to focus on pressing down really hard on
Yeah, but people have been asking for realism for so long, isn't it? So if you're coming for a rocket launcher and the other person's got a pistol, well, it's up to you, innit? Which one you want to use, innit? So
it'll add like an extra skill gap, like which weapon you're using when you're playing. I think like this one aims faster. It's not just in the game anymore. This one aims faster. It's which one aims faster with this controller.
I think we need to.
You need to get them finger muscles up, bro.
No, I think we really need to remember that games like that are cross platform and cross play as well. So when you're coming up against the person that's playing on Xbox One or Xbox Series X and they ain't got to think about that, you're gonna be angry.
Big trouble.
Yeah,
It might change it a bit, but I think it won't just be first-person shooters. It'll also be third-person shooters. And it'll be
sports games as well and all of that kind of stuff. So
in 2K, apparently, if you're tired, your sprint button is harder to press. So that adds an element of conserving stamina. I think it can be fun little implementation in games.
People are going to get serious carpal tunnel, you know.
I think it's going to annoy me. Yeah, I think
you want a fully functioning hand or do you want a game? Choose.
That claw.
I actually think it's going to annoy me. It's going to get on my nerves. Because when I actually think about it, that's like, if that was to happen with any other controller, we'll be thinking, what the hell is wrong with my pad? So, and let's be honest, that's the case. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to get used to it. CJ, we're gonna get Call of Duty, I guess.
I've been dealing with that stuff for a long time, dropping drinks and stuff in it. Like, it's just sticky. It doesn't quite go down. I have to open them a few times. So that's normal to me. That's fine. Okay?
Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the podcast for this week. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. Oh yeah, go on. Sorry,
before we finish, I just want to say the Gamer 2323 has the best PS5 unboxing I see.
Yeah, definitely. I love that guy.
He deserves more attention for it.
Yeah, he really does. He's a really good guy.